What if I told you this entire home started life as a steel box on the back of a cargo ship worth a few $1,000s? That's right. This adorable little shipping container house is the kind of project that's quietly redefining luxury living, one recycled box at a time. Today we're diving inside a tiny but jaw-dropping space that proves square footage doesn't equal style, and where every corner feels like a designed experience, not a compromise. For viewers who appreciate smart design and understated opulence, this is the kind of home that makes you rethink what high-end really means. Let's start with first impressions because this little beauty doesn't look like steel at all. From the outside, it reads like a boutique cabin at a five-star resort. Crisp lines, warm wood cladding, a soft color palette that hugs the landscape, and oversized windows that promise abundant natural light. The container's industrial soul is still there, but it's been dressed up so elegantly that you might walk right past it if someone didn't tell you it started as a 20 or 40-foot box. According to recent tiny home and container house trends, designs like this are some of the fastest-growing segments in the alternative housing market, with interest growing by double digits year over year as more people seek unique, low-impact properties. Step inside and your eye is immediately drawn upwards. The ceiling has been opened up, expanded, or vaulted, so instead of feeling confined by a low, boxy roof, you're greeted by a surprising sense of volume. The interior is a masterclass in light and texture. Large panes of glass along one side, high-performance insulation, and cleverly placed skylights that chase the sun all day. In many of these container homes, owners report that natural light cuts artificial lighting costs by 30 to 50%, making these spaces not just beautiful, but financially efficient too. Now, take a look at the layout. This isn't just a container with a bed and a sink shoved in. It's a thought-through floor plan that treats every square foot like a design opportunity. The kitchen anchors one end, often outfitted with stone-like countertops, custom cabinetry, and high-end fixtures that feel more chalet-style loft than budget build. Open-plan living dining kitchen zones keep the atmosphere airy, while built-in storage, under benches, inside walls, and along vertical panels, keeps clutter out of sight without sacrificing an ounce of luxury. In one popular container home tour, the builder packed multiple storage corridors into a single 40-foot box, turning a potential limitation into a selling point. The living area is where personality really shines. Think cozy sectional seating, layered rugs, warm lighting, and artwork that feels intentional rather than an afterthought. Many of these homes lean into a modern rustic vibe, reclaimed wood elements, subtle metal accents, and a neutral palette with just a few bold pops of color. What's fascinating is that the same space can feel incredibly intimate at night and wide open during the day, thanks to strategic lighting layers, ambient overheads, task-oriented lamps, and accent lights that highlight architectural details. In one off-grid container project, the owner reported that guests always comment on how the interior feels much bigger than the photos suggest, a testament to good spatial design. Head towards the bedroom, and the magic is in the details. The bed is usually a platform design, often framed with storage underneath, and dressed in high thread count linens that read like a boutique hotel suite rather than a DIY project. Clever headboards double as shelves or lighting consoles, and blackout curtains paired with softer sheers give you control over both privacy and atmosphere. One of the most common design themes in these tiny container homes is multifunctional furniture. A bed that doubles as a bench, a table that collapses into the wall, or a ladder that integrates into the structure. In a 2023 DIY container home tour, the builder emphasized that every piece was custom-made, turning a 40-foot box into a fully furnished, move-in-ready space without a single store-bought item. Now let's talk storage, because that's where many tiny homes fail and this one quietly wins. Instead of exposed organizers or industrial-style racks, you'll notice hidden drawers, vertical cabinetry, and compartments that feel more like a luxury condo than a compact cabin. Under-stair nooks, wall-mounted shelves, and even the ceiling are repurposed for storage, which is critical in a space that's probably under 400 square feet. In a 3-container home in Australia, designers packed an entire family-ready kitchen, laundry, and multiple storage zones into roughly the same footprint a classic studio apartment occupies, proof that thoughtful planning beats brute size. The bathroom is another standout. At first glance, you might expect a cramped, utilitarian pod, but what you get instead is a sleek, modern spa-like zone with a frameless shower, stone-effect tiles, and a vanity that looks like it belongs in a boutique wellness hotel. In many of these container homes, the bathroom is one of the most expensive rooms per square foot to build, because owners prioritize water efficiency, high-quality finishes, and smart ventilation. In off-grid container projects, rainwater systems and composting toilets are increasingly common, with some owners boasting zero water bills and carbon-neutral living, a serious selling point for affluent, eco-conscious viewers. Outdoors, the experience is just as curated. The deck or patio radiates from the house like an extension of the living room, with weather-resistant furniture, built-in planters, and lighting that creates a cinematic evening ambience. Many of these homes are sited to maximize views, whether that's a forest, a lake, or a quiet hillside, and the owners treat the surrounding landscape as part of the interior design. In one off-grid container home, the owner planted wicking garden beds and fruit trees around the structure, turning the exterior into a productive, edible garden that blends seamlessly with the home's architecture. Technically, these homes are often more advanced than their looks suggest. Solar panels, battery systems, and efficient appliances are quietly integrated into the roofline or utility zones, so you're not staring at industrial hardware but enjoying the benefits of modern off-grid living. Statistics from recent sustainable housing surveys show that over 60% of new tiny and container homes now include some form of renewable energy, driven by both cost savings and environmental values. Throughout the tour, what impresses most is the balance between minimalism and comfort. There's no wasted space, no clutter, and yet nothing feels cold or sterile. Every surface has a story: reclaimed timber here, handcrafted joinery there, thought-out acoustics, and a color palette that feels intentional. In one container home tour, the owner joked that the entire build was essentially a series of "what if we tried this?" experiments, yet the result reads like a showcase from a high-end design magazine. If you're watching this and thinking about how it could translate into your own life, consider this. The average cost of a custom container home in popular design markets often runs at a fraction of a comparable traditional house, while still offering the same level of bespoke detailing. For viewers who value unique, statement-making properties, this kind of home offers both aesthetic distinction and financial efficiency. Now it's your turn. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a shipping container house that feels more like a luxury retreat than a recycled steel box, take a moment to tap that like button. It helps this kind of content reach more design-minded viewers. If you're not already subscribed, hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next tour of innovative, high-end tiny homes and cutting-edge living spaces. And if you know someone who's obsessed with architecture, interior design, or sustainable luxury, share this video with them. Conversations like this are how these ideas catch fire and spread. Most importantly, keep commenting, keep asking questions, and keep elevating the way we think about how and where we live.